To get started, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and do you have any hobbies outside VP?
Yeah, okay. My name is Malin. That's my real name. I'm 41. I'm married and I have two kids living in Sweden. And like you said, virtual photography is my hobby, probably my only hobby at the moment because family life takes up so much time outside of that. So VP is
Got you.
a great hobby for that since you can do it
I
whenever
know.
during the day.
Right. And you have two hobbies. You have game and photography at the same time.
Exactly.
So how'd you come across VP?
Well, I feel like my answer is going to be similar to everyone else. Like,
Hmm.
I stumbled upon it by accident
Mm.
while playing Red Dead. I had just finished the story, thank God, because it was nice to get to play it without the distraction of photo mode. Because
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
mean,
true.
yeah. So I accidentally found it and started taking some pictures, and I had made an Instagram account to upload some of my Sims pictures.
Sims?
Yeah, that's how it started, and they were terrible. And I'm not good at building. I was doing this silly little challenges, and it seems like get 100 babies with 100 different men and stuff like that.
I think that's super cute though.
So that's how it started, and then I uploaded some portraits of Arthur Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
and the Red Dead community found me pretty quickly,
Mm.
especially the Arthur simps. They were pretty eager to like my pictures and comment on them. Like there were so many thirst comments sometimes. And yeah, that's what
And
kicked it off.
did you put like, oh wow.
Oh, hello.
I don't remember. I probably
Oh
did.
shit.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, B.
Okay. Okay, so it might cut off every once in a while, Jack. If it takes too long, you take over,
No
okay?
problem.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, I think I used hashtags back then, like the
oh,
Red
okay.
Dead ones. Yeah, probably did. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
at
see.
first I thought, yeah, well, this was a fun thing. I didn't know about virtual photography or that it was a community. And I thought, yeah, let's set up some goals for myself. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool to get a rockstar like? So I thought,
That's so
yeah,
funny.
I will keep doing
Oh,
until that happened. And it actually happened pretty quickly. Uh,
oh, it
yeah,
did.
I think like a month or so.
That's actually freaking sick.
Yeah, the roster was
Oh my
very
God.
active at the time. Like I think this was 2021, so they were more active, liking the Red
Oh, it's
Dead
true.
uh, pictures more than now. And yeah, so
Oh,
I reached that goal, and I thought, well, let's get a share as well, and that didn't take too long either.
oh, he's getting
Yeah,
spoiled,
I
Miss
was,
Malin.
and then I met all the wonderful Red Dead virtual photographers from the Red Dead community, and a lot of them are still active and still friends with them. So it was nice to be welcomed like that.
So it's a strong community that even followed you here, right?
Yeah, some of them. I'm trying to get them to come here, but I know it's not easy.
It's okay.
It's
We'll
not
get
easy to
them.
come from Instagram, start up new on Twitter, and vice versa. That's a tricky thing.
That's true because it's like which one of the big social medias do you want to handle? Because it's a lot, isn't
Yeah,
it, to do
it is,
both?
and it's kind of different as well because on Instagram you want the portrait size, because Instagram kind of force you to use that crop.
Yeah.
And on Twitter, you're more
Oh yeah, that's
free,
true.
so you have to like create content that works on both platforms. So it's a lot of work to do both.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So this is by Ismail. I think that's how you say it. What is your creative process like in VP?
yeah. That's a good question because first of all, I need to have some peace and quiet around me, which I mean, you have two kids. So that's important because I need to go into my little headspace when I create something. So I put on some music and get a cup of coffee or something to drink, and I just, dive into the game.
That's really nice. It's like a ritual that you look forward to, right?
And that's at least when I create with mods. But when I play games, it's more like it's not as planned. And
oh, okay. So whenever you're creating mods, the process is different than actually just capturing a photo of what it is.
Because I can log into a game and play for like an hour and take some shots along the way. But when I use mods, I need a lot of time because you can't save the scene you set up. So you need a lot of time to finish that work.
And to think about it a little bit rather than just sort of droning out, right? Like, and just taking a capture.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creativity. So what is your favorite part of virtual photography?
Well, I think it is that I can get into that flow of the creative process. I think it's something that I need to feel good and something that I missed because I haven't been creative since I was a teenager, and that was a long time ago now. So when I found VP, it like opened up this side of me that I put away so long, and it kind of well, now I want to be creative all the time, and I can't stop it, and I'm a little bit obsessed.
To be creative is to be human, I think.
Yeah.
So, right? I believe you. I could sympathize because I never thought I was creative at all. So when I found this space, I am like, oh, I could do a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what's important about too. Like it could blossom something of you.
Yeah.
She's back.
Yeah, it's really amazing, and I think a lot of us feel like that.
If I'm a little bit.
You right there, B?
Oh gosh. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. So it's just a little delay. So this is by Jean. He says, what drew you into minimalism in the first place? Is it the amount of confidence in your own artwork it requires?
I'm not sure what he means by confidence, but I mean, we all are drawn to specific style, I feel, and it comes very easy to me with minimalism. And I've been doing it for before I knew the art style minimalism, and like I said, I started posting pictures on Instagram, and people would comment like, "Oh, this is a beautiful minimalistic picture," and I had no idea what they meant. And I feel like this is just the way I make my pictures. So for me, it's kind of been the other way around. I have to put more stuff into my pictures. That's what I'm trying to do now. Create more cinematic photos.
More cinematic photos, you're saying?
Yeah, I put more things happening.
Oh, okay, I got you. Is that more of a different style, the having the cinematic?
Yeah, for me it is because I struggle to just get more things into the picture.
Like my clutter.
I love your shit, Bianca.
Oh, it's so interesting because I remember like first talking to you about, is this minimalism? You're like very sweetly, you're like, no. And then you showed me and I'm like, all right, I think I understand. I just have to have.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't know you very well back then, but I mean.
No, you said that so sweetly, and I wanted to learn because like for me, I don't want to always do the same thing all the time. So seeing you inspired me to try.
Yeah, and you have inspired me to add more colors to my pictures, and yeah.
Aww.
And I think from the beginning, I was looking a lot on your pictures, and I was so impressed by what you did. And I was just a newbie back then, and you were so cool.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
I mean, you and Jack have been like I've always been looking at your pictures and then use them as a, you know,
Looking at our pictures.
yeah.
That makes the other question, how are you so nice all the time?
Well,
What a liar.
I'm nice to Sean. That's the truth of it. No, I think I'm a nice person. I always try to choose.
You're a beautiful person, and that's another part of you that we love.
I thank you.
You're welcome. So, this is by Siri or Siriel. As a queen of minimalism, your shots inspire us. Do you have a minimalist artist photographer that inspires you or that you recommend?
I don't have a specific artist or photographer. Uh, like I said, I didn't know about the style from the beginning, so it kind of just rolled into it. There are a lot of minimalism communities on Instagram and Twitter that I follow with real life photography. I look a lot on those pictures, but I feel like the community is also inspiring me now with all their beautiful minimal pictures.
I agree. Like, I could tell that you are inspired by photography just by the way you set up your compositions.
Yeah. And that was kind of my mindset going into VP. I wanted to show what you could do with virtual photography. Like it's now this is the same in a sense. Like photography can be like I can show this picture of a game to someone who isn't a gamer and they will still appreciate it. So that's always important to me.
And you could only imagine how many people, looked at your pictures that aren't even from this space and agreed to that. Like, oh wow, this is art.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's nice. I'm not one to do those cool action shots from games. I don't know how to do that actually, so this is my take on it.
You know, I
He's disappeared again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. It's so hard to do action shots. I've always found them difficult.
Yeah.
There's just too much going on for my brain to comprehend
Well,
in
same.
one shot.
Yeah.
You have to build up to it in little increments, don't you?
Yeah.
fine.
Exactly.
If that ain't your
No, B.
You bet. Oh. Oh, sorry. He's back, yeah.
what were you saying before?
Everything all right, B?
Are you here?
Me?
Sorry, guys. Bear with us 2 seconds.
Hello?
Hello. Sorry, 2 seconds.
You can hear me?
Yep, yep.
Right, cool. Sorry, that was a bit of a delay. It wouldn't be right if I didn't have some technical problems. Okay, Malin, what did you last hear?
That was me talking, I think.
What were you last?
Well, about real life photography, minimalism inspire me. Yeah, but there are a lot of virtual photographers as well, like Image and Second Capture. I love
Oh,
their
gotcha.
minimalism.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I agree. So the next question is, when will you sell your fashion e-magazine of your Red Dead Redemption 2 photo shoots?
Well, I don't know if I can sell it, but I can definitely do one.
Well, if you sell it, you got to make sure you get lots of money, and then you invite us to your yacht, okay?
Okay.
Another question by Ariana and Juan. What is the thing you find most difficult when composing a minimalist shot, and how do you overcome the challenges of a minimalist shot?
Well, like I said earlier, I've been doing a lot of minimalism, and I thought I need to do other things as well. Uh, so so now I kind of I feel a little bit like I need to do minimalism because that is what I'm known for,
Oh,
and I love to do it, but I also want to learn new things, and that is why I started my minimalism account so I can inspire other people to do it as
oh
well.
yeah.
Because I feel like, yeah, I know this. I want to learn new things, and can I inspire others to do it?
Mm. So you feel like you need to do it?
No, not need to do it, but sometimes I look at my page and I haven't posted anything minimal in so long, and I feel like, okay, my people need to do it. I need to see if I still have it.
And I don't think that ever really goes away, or do you think it
No, I
does?
think I always keep a bit of it in my pictures, I think, but
I think so too. Like it's just a style that you have.
yeah.
So this is by Jean and Katya. What's one type of shot you'd like to get better at?
Yeah, that's definitely action shots. It looks so
Hey, you're
cool.
right. I don't think I've actually seen you do
No,
that. You
I
got to,
tried.
yeah.
Not enough action in my shots. But I also think
It.
that because I get a lot of inspiration from movies, and I don't
Oh yeah.
watch a lot of action movies. And I think maybe if I did that, it would come easier to me. But I'm mostly watching like British costume dramas and slow movies. So
Oh, can you tell us what they're called?
well, pretty much any Jane Austen adaptation, and there's Bridgerton. I mean, I'm pretty
Bridgerton.
sure you can
Right?
see that in my more dreamy romantic picture. That's where I
Yes,
get
we
my
can.
inspiration from. I'm a daydreamer and a romantic.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Um, and we'll talk about that
Oh
soon.
no.
So, what's a style you admire but you can't see yourself doing?
Uh, like I, I don't know. I think I would be willing to try anything, but I've really tried abstract and it doesn't click for me. So I
But
think that's not
that
my thing.
I feel like not.
It's extremely difficult
Yeah.
to achieve, isn't it? Abstract. I always found, I don't know if you do as well, that it's not abstract enough, or is it too abstract, and you never know where the line is.
Yeah. And I feel the hard thing is that it needs to look like abstract, but it needs to make sense to you.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to have like some resemblance of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. And that's kind of the opposite to minimalism to me because minimalism is simple. So this is what you see and this is what it represents.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
Gotcha. So, would you say you're passionate about VP?
Oh,
If
definitely.
so, why?
Passionate, a little bit
Ooh.
obsessed. Like I do I don't I'm not a confident person, but when it comes to VP, I have this like passion and need to express myself. So I mean, I wouldn't sit here in an interview talking about anything else than VP. So it kind of got me out of my
Mm-hmm.
shell a little bit.
would you say that it's changed your life a little bit?
Yeah, totally.
That's special.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's special. And from VP, what do you love the most about it? Like, what does it give you besides your creativity?
Yeah, I think it's what we just talked about, that it has changed me so much. And especially the last year, I met so many amazing person because I've started to open up a little bit and make friends and create together with others. And it made me grow a lot, I feel, as a person and as a VPer.
So socially, it's been enriching as
Yeah.
well, right? I love that about you, Miss Malin, and it's really good to know you.
Same to you.
So, what is your top 5 games to play through?
Red Dead. No. Well, Red Dead is absolutely my favorite game because I have mods. I haven't tried mods in other games because I feel like there's still so much I want to do in Red Dead, and I love the game so much. I feel like the story was kind of a turning point for me. Just kicked off that creativity in me because the story is so emotional, and I need something emotional to fuel my creativity. This is so weird, but I am a little bit weird.
I think that's actually really sweet.
But lately, Alan Wake, I'm having so much fun capturing it.
What about it do you like capturing about it?
I like it because the PM that they just added lets you be so creative. Like you can do other styles of VP. I feel not just the this is a cool game shop. You can be creative, and they added elements for you to just be as crazy as you want. And I really really enjoyed that. I've been enjoying capturing control as well. So I guess I went a little bit from Rockstar to Remedy recently. So yeah.
And they improved the PM. It seems like they're actively listening to what probably people want
Yeah,
now.
I think they understand the importance of a photo mode and what it can do for the game and keep the game alive.
Yeah, I agree. I think having a good photo mode keeps games alive for
Yes.
even longer.
Yeah, I think Control's a great example of that.
Yeah.
So what's that? 5
Right,
years
how old
old
is it?
now? I think 2019. I
Holy
think it came
shit.
out, and it's still in the VP community. It's going strong.
Yeah, and it's weird because the PM isn't that good, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy basic.
still cool to shoot it.
You know, if they updated it, I know a lot of people would flock right on back, wouldn't they?
Oh, 100%.
Right. So this is by Katya. When will you post? When will you start posting your in real life photos?
I post them on my private Instagram account.
You think we're getting those
I
sneak
don't
peeks?
take a lot of real photos. I don't really. It's mostly my kids. They're in the pictures.
Gotcha.
I don't have the time, I feel.
Do you think you would try
Yeah.
though?
That would be really cool.
I could imagine you doing like wedding photos just because of how romantic it is.
Maybe, but I think if I were to take real photos, it would be more like portraits and, staging with cool lights and stuff like that. And
That'd be
minimalism.
fabulous. Oh, and if you do that, you got to start posting so we could see. Okay. And Katya also asked, finally, daily note of Alan when.
Katja is a very demanding VP friend.
She is.
Yeah. I love her though. It's so nice to have these friends in the community that always support you, and yeah.
Miss Mullen, you are loved. I knew this was going to be a banging interview, and look how it is right now.
It's so many questions.
I know. Hey, before we keep going with all these other questions I have here, maybe we have questions within the comments. What do you think, Jack?
We haven't at the moment, but if anyone
You haven't
does
at the moment,
have a question, please do pop them in the comments.
unless you're
They're
scared.
scared of me,
Scared?
probably.
It's okay. We'll bite them gently. This is by Aaron. Does being known as a Red Dead virtual photographer have an impact on you?
Well, it is my favorite game of all time. I think it will always be my favorite game. So that's a very big compliment to be associated with that game.
Do you like to be associated?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I do other things as well. It was funny because I did a poll on Instagram. I asked my followers why they were following me, and I think like 60% said they followed me and liked me because of my style, and it not depending on the game. And 30% said they followed me for Red Dead, and 10% followed me for Arthur Morgan pictures. So it was just nice to get a little hint about why people follow you.
It's a good mix as well.
Yeah. So it means I can
Yeah.
be creative in other games as well.
You have like the style where you could also just take it to any other game, which is really nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's been possible, yeah.
Right. He also asked, how do you feel about the game you love, Red Dead versus Alan Wake, where you receive more love and support from the studio?
I can see why he asked this question. It's funny because I feel like we're in the same situation a little bit. That the game that we love and post a lot of from is getting a bit old. And to be honest, Rockstar did support us a lot when they earlier, uh, and I can understand they have other things to do now, the GTA and
Right.
everything. So that's fine. And Remedy, I mean, it's especially Alan Wake. It's a new game, so it's amazing that they support us. But I mean, it's also because the game is new.
Right. That's a good way to look at it too.
So I think, I mean, we could hold on to the games that we like and love, but I mean, do it for yourself, not for the likes.
Mm-hmm.
Although Red Dead, it always gives a lot of likes because the community is so big.
It makes me think, are you excited for the new GTA that's coming out?
I'm more excited about Control too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is that in the works?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, girl. And you imagine that photo mode?
Well, let's hope it's good.
I believe in your abilities. If not, I know you will figure it out a way. That's a cool thing about being able to edit things, right? Is you could still find a way
Yeah, and
around it.
especially since I'm on PC, so I have an advantage there.
So do you feel like you're well versed with PC tools?
Well, it's very hard. I think it's people who don't use PC mods see it as a, I don't know, easier way to take pictures and a bit of a way to cheat, maybe. But it really isn't. It is so hard to do good photos. I mean, even if you have the best equipment, you still have to do it, and you have to the creative process is you, the human.
Right. It doesn't matter if you have the best tools. It's like, what are you as a
Yeah, I mean,
photographer, right?
it is helpful, obviously, but I
Right.
see amazing pictures being taken on other consoles, and things I could never do, even if I have mods, because I don't have the ability to.
Right. So everybody that's listening, you have the ability to do amazing things even in photo mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So Aaron asked, along with that, do you think it's possible to be known and successful for more than one franchise?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
uh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't get stuck. You want to try new things, and if you don't get as much like for another game, I mean, just post what you like at the moment.
Right. And this is by Varen. What's one thing you learned from the VP community that had a big impact on you?
I've learned so much. It's a big question to answer. Uh, like there's so much to learn from everyone when it comes to, pictures and composition and community work, where I've learned a lot from you guys and from Aaron and Turid. Because I mean, everyone brings something to the table, I feel. And then I met some really nice friends who in the VP community that learned me so much about myself. So yeah, that's a big question. I love her work though, how she, the way she presents and showcase the community pictures. She's also been a big inspiration for minimalism. Uh, really love her work.
Yeah, Farron's style was from the first time seeing it blew me away.
Yeah,
It was
it's
beautiful.
always so stylish and I mean, she definitely was an inspiration for how to present your work. It's not just can't just this is a nice picture, I will post it, but how you present it, like when you build your sets or on Instagram, where you can, well,
I can do the grid.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So there's so many ways to present your work.
Yes. And did you see the Doom films? And if so, what do you think of its minimalistic approach?
Yeah, this question made me laugh actually because here comes the thing. Space makes me anxious.
I remember we spoke about that. You're
Yeah,
right.
I mean, it's weird because I like minimalism, but space is a no-go for me. I did, I played Fort Solace, but I think that's the only space game I played.
Oh, got you. You know, can you talk about why you love minimalism?
Yeah, we did have a very interesting conversation about that
Right.
because I told you how minimalism affects me, like physically.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my everything in my brain just calms down when I look at a minimalistic picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like I said, I didn't know minimalism and I didn't know the rules what makes minimalistic pictures, but I knew when I looked at one, if everything slowed down and I felt like this like tingle in my stomach, I knew it was minimal because that's how it makes me feel.
The
yeah,
fact
that's
that you
what you're
got a
talking about.
visceral, yeah, she had a visceral reaction to taking photos. I think that's pretty awesome, and I wonder if like many other people feel that way.
Yeah, because I didn't know about that. Bianca told me the other week, and I had no idea about that. But I remember now when we spoke about it that while I was taking portraits of Arthur, especially, I knew that when a photo was good, like with the composition and everything, my heart would start beating faster. So I guess that's the same.
Jack, whatever.
So weird.
Our conversation about it was if like certain colors and things give off dopamine.
Yeah,
So so the fact that art does that is pretty incredible.
and maybe that's why we like to look at certain things or certain styles, or like look at kittens and puppies. Same
Raven,
thing, like it calms you down.
yes.
Just a bunch of dopamine junkies.
Yeah,
If it's not good enough, you're like, oh no, I need some more.
yeah, and that's why I started my VP community minimalism account too, so I can go there and look at all these beautiful minimalistic pictures.
Because it does give, like, I see why it gives a satisfactory feel to it. But you also mentioned some people think it's a little bit unnerving, right?
Yeah, I've talked to uh, certain people who are listening, uh, who s- who said they get anxious when they see minimalism, and I can get that as well. I think it's the same feeling I get from space. Just
Or you know, like if something, I bet you the same way feels like with certain people, like when it's too cluttered. When
yeah,
something's too cluttered,
yeah,
I bet you that feeling also happens too. That's what's cool about what we do.
yeah. We all like different things.
Yes. So you mentioned to me that your husband is a game dev.
Yay.
What is the game called and what type of game is it?
The game is called V Rising, and it's a survival game, vampire style. And it was just released on PlayStation. It's their first game to release on PlayStation. So that
Oh,
is pretty cool.
It's so much fun. I'm addicted. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah, it's so fun.
it really
so
is fun.
I could play with you? Is
Eh,
what I can do?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's online. Yeah.
I gotta get that game. I'm so behind with games. Do you fall behind with games or are you up to date with it, like beating them and stuff?
Ah, no. I sometimes I think I'm not I like games, but I think I'm more of a virtual photographer than a gamer at the moment.
I got you
I
because I feel the
get
same way.
if I find a game I like, I spend time in that game. And yeah.
You said space gives you a little bit of anxiousness. Do you think Starfield would?
I don't know, probably.
Something you would like it at the same time.
Maybe.
Okay. If I could give it to you, I would. But it's on Game Pass. So, what are the pros and cons of being in a small studio?
Oh, yeah. I had to have a talk with my husband about these questions because what I think we live in a pretty small city and their studio is pretty small. And I feel
Mm.
like there's this familiar feeling. Everyone is family in the group, which makes it easier to work together. Because a game studio is a very complex workspace. I mean, you have the artists, you have the programmers. They're kind of different people. They're all gamers and they love games, but they are very different. It's just everyone needs to get along and work towards the same goal. And I think it's easier if you're a small studio.
Gotcha. And did you say what the hard parts are?
Uh, no, I don't really know. I mean,
I guess getting funded, right? Some uh, probably.
yeah, that is always, but that's always a problem for any studio
I think so
to
too.
get the game out there, especially how it is now.
So, what's your husband think of photo mode, and does he feel? What does he feel about your hobby as a virtual photographer?
Yeah, he's very he's very interested in photo mode, and I do ask him uh, the important question a lot: photo
Yeah.
mode when? But he did give a pretty good answer to that. He said, like with their game, it's been under development for so long, and they add new things to the game all the time. And if they were to have a photo mode as well, they would also have to update that. So like our friend Sean says, photo mode can break things.
Oh.
So it
Yeah.
makes a lot of work. So when you have released your game, like with Alan Wake,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so it was a year after we got the photo mode. And I mean, probably the same reason, like here comes a big update and that's when you can implement the photo mode without breaking too much. And it's of course it's how much resources you have to put into creating a photo mode as well.
And we don't know about that because we often think that why can't you just slap in a
E-
photo mode, right?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you have to have a working game first. That's priority one.
Right.
And that's hard enough. And they work a lot. And I think it's important to remember that game studios, they're not robots, they're not 20 years something guys that sit there and work day and night. It's people with families, and I haven't seen him. I have seen very little of him this spring because they've been working so hard, and I think people forget that.
Yeah, these are real people
Yeah,
Right.
at the
And
end
I
of the
think
day.
people need to know, like that things just can't be rushed or done on a whim.
yeah, exactly. So when a game release and you finish it within, I don't know, 4 or 5 days sometimes,
Right.
start asking for DLCs. I mean,
Yeah.
these people just released the game. They are exhausted, believe me.
They're like, I beat it within a day. When is it coming out? It's like, calm down.
Exactly. But he's very positive to PhotoMode, and he also understands the how it makes the game last longer.
Mm.
And he was actually they had a very cool camera system in the last game. It was called Battle Right. So you
Mhm.
had like it was an arena game, so you could video game your and participate by watching others play
Mhm.
matches. So that was really cool.
Oh, similar to Battlefield, the spectator mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could like have moves, and he was also working on a during the World of Warcraft time. So we're so
Mhm.
old, but he was running a page called Warcraft Movies, and it was all about machinima. It was a big thing at the time. Like you would make videos in the game. So either when you killed the bosses, or you would actually do a movie with script and voices. So it was a bit like virtual photography, but video photography.
That's really interesting. And that how far back these types of arts go.
Yeah. But he's super supportive of my hobby. He's my biggest supporter and my biggest critic as well. He keeps me grounded.
He's
Like,
like, I'll keep you humble, Groove.
yeah, he refused to follow me before I he knew it was serious. So he didn't follow me until he could be my number 1,000 follower.
So he was like, you need to get good.
Yeah, exactly. And when I complain about not getting likes or whatever, he says, well, how many bangers do you think you can create during a year? And that's true.
Bangers.
Like, well, because he's always talking about that picture that goes viral. It doesn't have to be a good picture, but it has to strike something with the viewers or the game developers.
Right. And what do you think game developers look for within a capture in order for them to RT it? What do you think it is?
Oh, I think it could be different for different people. I mean, some just want their game to look polished and nice,
Mm.
and some just want you can write a little comment to your picture that they like as well.
Hmm.
I think, yeah, I think it could be different things.
Right. I often find that as long as the game looks exactly what like they envisioned would be, that's when they usually RT the photo. And usually that's not our vision or what we want because we like to alter it whatever we like, right?
Mm, yeah,
Sometimes I think that's how it
yeah.
is.
Sometimes it's the other way, I feel.
Yeah. Miss Turret asked, what would your perfect social media platform for BP look like? Which features do you miss on X or Instagram?
I love the music feature on Instagram.
I agree. Oh my
It's
god, I agree.
so good. And I also like Instagram because the pictures are in focus, sort of, because it kills the quality. So I don't really get it. Because when I got hit to Twitter was
Mm-hmm.
a year ago or something, when I started posting seriously,
Mm-hmm.
I was really scared by the quality of everyone's pictures. They looked amazing. Because on Instagram it doesn't matter because it kills the quality, whatever you post.
Which is tragic because it's like what you'd think of a photo social media place would be. So you'd think they would have
Yeah,
the best quality, right?
yeah.
I wish we could bring the music into Twitter because I think that puts a different vibe in it.
Yeah, definitely. And I like the story feature in Instagram where you can like write a little private stuff and just show it to the ones you want to show it to.
I think they tried here for a little bit,
Oh,
didn't they, Jack? Something like
Yeah,
that.
it's a shame they got what they called. Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, it's a shame because I quite enjoyed that.
They had a story thing on here briefly
Yeah.
too. So she also said, if you could develop a game for minimal VP, what genre would it be and what would the story be? Wow.
oh, a game for minimal VP. Hmm.
What's a tough one?
Yeah, that's a
That's a
really
good question. Holy shit. Heard
Well,
with the banger.
I think we haven't talked about Bound because I think that is a great game for minimalism.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
right.
I feel like that in a way is a game that's made for it. And I don't know what would it be about. I don't know, but I would like a game that is about, you know.
I don't know if it's totally minimalism, but from the art style, wasn't Gris something like that?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
And that's a bit of a tragic story, isn't it?
I haven't played it.
If you do, I heard so many people that I haven't played it either, but I heard that it's really, really pretty. And the story's like really sad. I would love it.
Yeah, but I have to get back to you, Turid, with the answer.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Sorry, I lost my place. So, why are you such a romantic? Your style is beautiful, soft, and dreamy, like looking back through time on beautiful memories. Where do you find inspiration from your shots, books, movie, art? By the way, this is from Cynthia.
Yeah, Bridgerton. I don't know. I've always enjoyed watching these costume dramas. Ever since I didn't even know English, I was watching them. Uh, yeah, I
So
think
that's what gives you inspiration.
yeah,
That's cool. And books?
yeah. I don't read a lot these days. I feel like I did read a lot when I was younger, but I'm experiencing stories through games these days.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't watch a lot of TV either. It's just games
I
mostly.
agree. So I'm like, do I do the TV or do I do the games?
Yeah, fact.
I have to watch Bridgerton. Like it is it boring? Like where it's just all love stuff? Or is it like killing?
No, no killing.
How would you describe like the show? Because I don't know what it is.
Oh well, drama and romance
Ah, oh my gosh.
in a really cool modern way. Yeah, love it. I love it when you mix like the old style with the costumes and then have like popular music and conversations.
When you make these romantic narrative shots in Red Dead Redemption, do you feel like that feeling like where your heart flutters as
Mm,
well?
uh, I don't know. No, no, I don't. It's
Okay.
just, but I put on music. I always use music like classical music, or
Mm.
to get into that mind space of creating beautiful images.
So feminine and soft.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice to virtual photographers who want to capture the emotions of relationships in their shots?
Well, they might need to check up on the uh, 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 next TPM magazine, maybe.
Y'all got check.
Yeah, but I mean, I have studied social psychology
Mhm.
and human relations and human just in general is I'm very interested in that. then I like a good story, and that's why I like Red Dead, because there are so many relationships and interesting characters. Like, it's insane. Like, the whole game has their own, the whole gang, all the members have their own little story, and I love to like let my mind wander a bit and create scenes with these characters that isn't shown in game. Like, give them a little happy ending.
That's so cute.
Yeah. What was the question? Advice
Mm-hmm.
to capturing emotions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think my trick is always to. You don't have to. You can show them in very subtle ways. Like, let the viewer interpret the relationship, but you always have to know what you want to tell. What story do you want to tell?
Mm-hmm.
And what story does this character want to tell, and the other character might tell another story. So you have to make sure you know what you want to show with the scene.
Gotcha. Hey, Jack, do we have any comments?
We have loads. Right,
Give it to us, dude.
let's go. Um, Jared says, your handle is literally perfect. When you thought about getting one, were there others you had in mind?
Um, at the beginning, I used my online alias, and it was Adelia BP.
I remember that one.
Yeah, but then I felt like, okay, I don't want to hide behind this fake name anymore. I want to be me. And I thought a lot about what name, and this just hit me, and I'm so happy with it. It was I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, really is a great name. It's like
It's
instructions, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes, it
that's
is.
what I do. I play sometimes. I pause and I take photos.
It's very simple, but it's straight to the point and all of it.
Yes.
Uh, we have another one from, we have two from Keller. So
Ooh.
we've got, is there a game you're looking forward to shoot that releases sometime in the future? And how do you come up with your shots, whether they're planned or if you have a creative idea?
Well, Control 2. I don't know if that is soon, but I'm looking forward to that. Dragon Age, if there is a photo mode, I don't know, but I am looking forward to that game
I
very
hope so.
much.
Oh my god.
Played all of them. Was crazy in love with Alistair in the first game. I think that was
Mm.
my first video game character crush. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. Uh, what was the next question?
Uh, Second one was, how do you come up with your shots? Do you plan them ahead, or do you just let them fly while you're in the photo?
Yeah, I do both. Sometimes if there is a theme, I love taking part in themes because I think it keeps me uh, trying new things, and I always love to participate in community things like that. So then my shots are planned, but I also sometimes just go into a game and just capture what I feel like.
Is
Yeah.
there one that you prefer over the other, or do you just, or it just depends?
Well, lately I think I don't do as much planned shoots because I don't have as much time at the moment.
Right.
And it's summer, so it's warm and it's a nice weather. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but during winter when I have more time to sit, I probably do more of the planned stuff.
Gotcha. Anything else,
Uh,
Jack?
we have that actually kind of feeds into Slides of the Chosen. I had a
Mm.
query. Any tips for beginners trying to find their style, and what could be the indicator
Ah,
that a
I
particular
love that
style is your
question.
forte?
I
Oh
love the
yeah.
question. That is so good. And what I did is I just tried everything. Uh, and I felt I was better at some of them. And you know what? Always And I was too scared to do this at the beginning, but always reach out to people. Like if you love Bianca's style with all the colorful stuff, just reach out to her and let her give you advice. Or if you like minimalism, you can talk to me. And just don't be scared to reach out to people. Most people are very nice.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think as well, try and take part in community themes,
Yes.
whether that's us or Capture Collective or whoever else.
Anna
'Cause-
White
yeah,
does a lot too.
Anna White does
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
themes. So I
Jenny,
definitely
Jenny from the block is here.
Jenny,
Not
Jenny from the
black.
block. So yeah,
She does a
definitely jump on
lot
them.
of an incredible
And the
remedy.
TPM runs pretty cool themes.
They're all right.
Yeah, I have to say that TPM and Graham, they've been such an important part of my VP journey because
Yeah.
especially when I started experimenting more with different styles because they didn't get a lot of likes. I was used to getting like hundreds of likes on my auto portraits, and then I posted a little sad minimalism, and I would get like 10 likes. But
Oh.
but people at Gamegram, Ismail and Megan and Josh, I feel like they really
Yeah.
gave me the confidence and the getting featured by them, and it started to mean more than the likes. So I think it's important that you find the people that you respect, and the rest doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, did you guys miss the 30 themes of June from Game of Grand this year?
They're not hosting it, right?
Yeah, they do. Obviously because they've disappeared now, so
Yeah.
they didn't do the
Yeah.
shame.
But I did it. Was it the last time? Last year?
Last year.
Yeah. And I did every day, and I was so proud of myself. So, and
It was incredible.
yeah,
I hope they come back, dude. They were
Yeah.
such an amazing part of the community and
yeah,
incredible people.
yeah,
I miss them.
yeah. But it was the same with the PhotoMode because I was watching this magazine when I started, and I thought like, oh, one day I'm gonna be in there. And I was even too scared to use your hashtag because I didn't think my stuff was good enough.
And
Oh.
no one should ever think.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people who think that, and they think that taking part in competitions and contests, it's that the shot is not good enough. But just do it.
Folks, I have to say, like, if you're listening and you don't think, just do it anyway. Just do it because you never know if something's gonna get, chosen. That just try, in my opinion, because I wasn't going to do the Ubisoft forward thing that they had, photo mode, and I'm like, ah, fuck it. So just do it anyway.
Yeah, and it's not like anyone's not gonna laugh at you. They want people to engage in these things. That's why you run it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
You're right,
exactly.
Fred. Anything else, Jack?
No, nothing for the time being.
All right. So the next one is.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Why are you so rude to our fearless leader?
Oh my God.
Well, I know this is a funny question, and I know who wrote it, but I want to give a serious answer to this.
Oh,
God damn,
okay.
Nick.
Yeah, because Jack once found my turtle picture. That's why he chose it to feature this interview, I think.
Mhm.
And I was such a fan of Jack at the time.
At the time, oh my God.
Yeah, so it just meant so much to me, and getting to know him has been great, but I can't just be nice to him all the time because his head would explode. So I have to
Keep me in check.
keep his feet on the ground. Yeah. So
You
no
pick
more
your
nice
head.
things said this week.
Aw.
the yearly quota right there. Oh.
Ms. Malin, do you have any advice? Oh wait, wrong one. Is there something that the current Malin would like to tell the younger Malin to avoid the mistakes you made back then regarding VP and without VP?
No, can we stick to the VP things, please?
You can stick to the VP thing if you want to. Don't worry.
Yeah. But wait, I wrote something.
It's okay. I wrote things too.
Okay. I said, uh, but actually, like I said, I haven't been very confident earlier, but with VP, I just couldn't help myself. So I feel like I did myself proud during this journey to where I am today,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't let it, like, yeah, so I'm very proud of what I did. So I did good. That's what I want to tell.
And we're very
Just
proud
go.
of you.
You got this. And I'm not saying that because I'm from Sweden.
So
We're not supposed to say that we're good at anything.
yeah.
We get kicked out. But I mean,
Confidence and
just
carry
compared
on.
to myself and how I started and where I am now.
Right. So personally, we talked about how there should be a balance of social media and personal life. How do you manage that? Was it difficult at first or did it come with ease?
I think it is a constant battle to keep a good balance for me, because I get a little obsessed both with VP and
Yes.
social media. And
Uh-huh.
I think it's very important to realize that social media and VP are two different things. They are not connected.
Right.
So if you are discouraged by low likes and the negativity in social media, I mean, take a break, because you still like VP. This
Right.
part you don't like, but I'm pretty sure you still like VP. And
Right.
it is hard to keep a good balance, I think, and just be kind to yourself and to everyone else, because I can see that a lot of people are pointing fingers and telling others what to do, but don't do that.
Right.
And also important to find a group of people within the community that you can vent a little with, so you don't write
Mhm.
these rant messages that you might regret. I mean, we all have bad days. We all feel that way sometimes, but
That's why it's good to have a good group to keep you grounded,
yeah, I
right?
think it's essential if you're gonna keep doing this and enjoy it. And there are
Right.
very nice people out there, so don't be shy to get to know others.
Right.
And I mean, it is social media. I think many forget that you can't just post a perfectly good composition of a photo and think that, oh, this is gonna explode and everyone's gonna love it. It's not how
Mhm.
it works, because it's social and you need to interact with people to get the views, to get the engagement, etc.
That is very smart, and I think we forget that, don't we?
Yeah, I think we do. And I think when I started my account on Instagram, I was reading up on how to do your post and how the algorithm worked and all that. And I think if you're here for the likes, make sure you work smart, like read up how to say, well, how the algorithm works,
Hmm.
and or don't care about the likes and just do it for yourself and enjoy it.
Right. It's a give and take if that's what
Yeah,
people are looking for. But I think it's quite freeing if you just post and just say, fuck it. If it gets it, get it.
and these are all easy things to say. I mean,
Right.
Yeah. Putting them in practice is definitely it's
exactly.
a bit difficult.
Yes. Especially like if we put our value with what likes are, which is
Yeah,
really hard.
Yeah, I think everyone at the start of their journey does it. I think the further you get in as the years roll by, you really do care about the likes less and less. And I
Right.
think that's a positive thing because it's not affecting you sorry, it's not affecting you mentally as much.
Yeah,
You're here
Mm.
for the art instead of the interactions you get.
yeah,
But yeah,
Hmm.
it's so easy to get caught up in it all in the beginning.
yeah.
Okay, so before we go on to anybody who wants to talk to Miss Mullen, press the request for to talk button and we'll get you in. But Jack, for now, do we have anybody that commented? Any more
So
questions?
yes. Adam actually commented, it's a similar question to before, are there any games coming out this year? But he also added on Assassin's Creed Shadows looks promising. The Legacy of
Better. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I like. I feel like I've been put on
Yeah.
the spot here with Assassin's Creed a little bit. Uh, uh, I'm not. I think there are other games I look forward to more, like Wolverine, for example.
Mhm.
I'm actually a kind of big Marvel fan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. At least the movies.
Yeah,
Like I watched them like in chronological order a few times. So I'm looking forward to Wolverine.
yeah.
That's going to be
It's going to
sweet.
be
Yeah,
so brutal, isn't it? Because I think that's a high rating, isn't it? Like an 18. You have to be an adult to play it,
it's
so it's
gonna be
going to be
so cool.
quite adult.
Yeah, and it's so great that Adam is here because he was also one of the people that I found very early on, and he's also been a big inspiration to me. So I'm so happy he's here.
Awesome.
We have one request from your girl Turid. I think it's in response to the Assassin's Creed hate. I think.
No, no,
Yeah.
don't let it on.
Oh, Donna,
What do you
Donna.
mean?
There she is.
Oh, can I speak now?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
just no, the
That's what you
sound,
have to say.
the sound was gone for a minute, so I didn't realize it was my time to speak. Hey, Malin.
Hello.
I just wanted to get on and tell you that you did really great, um, and that I like you very much.
Thank you.
Um,
Oh,
no, seriously, I said this when I was on, but I'm very happy that we met, and it's for me especially cool to speak to another VP mom,
Yeah,
who
it
has
was nice.
the same struggles as me
Yeah,
sometimes.
it really is great to have someone to talk to when you have a
Yeah,
shit
and
day.
rant about husbands and stuff.
Yeah, play Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gay, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not here without asking a question because I think it has been answered. What's your favorite cake?
Oh, you were late to the call because that was the first question I got.
Oh, really? Oh no.
yes. I thought that was so important for her to know that that was the first question that
I
we got.
missed it. You have to tell me again now, live.
Yeah.
Well, and I said if we're talking actual cake, it's strawberry cake.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah, actual cake. We can talk about the other cake later tonight.
What?
You heard her.
When Jack's stream tonight on Twitch, it's gonna get dirty. No, that was it. Great interview, guys, and see you later.
Yeah.
Love you.
Ooh,
Uh,
that's nasty.
I knew that would happen with you too.
she's such a menace.
That's why we love you.
Is there anyone else? Oh, Damon says he's going to ask a new. Try and think of a new one. Sorry, I'm just checking if there's any more in the comments.
All good. You did very well, Ms. Malin. Look at
Yeah,
you.
it's awesome.
That was a lot of questions. I think Evie wrote a question actually.
She
Oh,
did,
did she?
right? Like, let's see what it was. It's in one of the posts that we put.
Oh, so
So if you hear like construction back, I'm sorry.
there's a construction.
What did you say? Yeah, next to me of all times.
That's definitely they did that on purpose. She looks busy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Hold up. So there's this person. He has a face as his name, like literally. He actually said, "What is your favorite format, vertical or horizontal?"
A horizontal,
Oh,
definitely.
really?
Horizontal.
Yeah, I have to think now. Which ways?
Horizontal's
Yeah,
long. Good.
You mean
I'm
landscape?
very into wide shots at the moment.
Oh,
You like a wide.
Yeah, but yeah, I am because I've been doing this 4.5 format for Instagram for so long. So it was I've been working hard to use the wider crop. It's actually when you're used to the a certain format, it's so hard to change. But I love it now.
I actually really love the horizontal, but the longer, or what do you call it? Okay, the skinny long format.
Yeah, yeah,
What's it called? Lost the name of it.
yeah.
Starts with T.
I'm sure Philip is
Oh,
rolling
but
his
anyway.
eyes.
panoramas.
Yeah,
Yes.
Long
For saving my life.
that starts with P. Oh, God.
The long skinny.
Uh,
Oh man, I'm trying to find Evie's. Hold up, we'll end it soon. It's here somewhere. I know it. I think it's in your comments.
yes, in the video post.
Okay, can you read it out?
I can indeed. Ba, 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 ba. What inspires you for your minimalistic captures? Every shot from different games has a uniqueness to it.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's just a style that I'm drawn to. But I'm so glad that that it comes out like I have a similar style in different games because I really admire Evie for keeping her style in every game. I think it's so cool.
I do feel like you do take that everywhere you go, and I think that's hard to do.
Yeah, especially some games lend themselves to minimalism more.
Yeah,
Some,
Right.
yeah, it does. And it depends what kind of photo mode you have and if you can use mods
Right.
and how much you want to edit afterwards because yeah.
Well, so I guess that's it, Ms. Molly. You did amazing. Thank you for coming up and joining this live here. And it's going to be up in YouTube soon. I just have to figure it out, but it will be there, and I'll send it to you. Okay.
That sounds good. Thanks for having me and thanks to everyone who is listening.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Malin.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.